Hi guys, welcome back. All right, so Leos, let's go ahead and jump on into a story here. And what I'm gonna say is, what's a thing that maybe has some light being shed on it right now? Let's go ahead and keep that in mind since it's a very sunny, warm backdrop, even though I'm freezing. This is all wishful thinking. I'm in the snow, but I'm wishing for that kind of light. So we've got this. Um, really strong knight of cups that I kept almost wanting to say king on this one just because they look so much more mature in the background there. Um, a knight of cups is someone who is ready to start something. They're ready to offer or make an emotional move forward. Ooh, definitely. We got the chariot, Cancerian energy next. So the fact that we've got this beautiful vibe, beautiful, loving, excited. Somebody's making a decision. They're making a decision, a heart related, a love related decision. Look at this, to move toward their Leo. We got the strength card here. Um, this could be, it could be a fellow Leo, it could be a Cancerian, it could be a water sign. Doesn't have to be any of those though, but it is a character who is ready to take action. They're ready to move toward their Leo. And they're doing it because this Leo soothes them. This Leo, it's funny because it's like they're envisioning, like, I just want Leo to run their hands through my hair. I want them to rub my scalp. It's like I want Leo to pet my head. Like this giant tiger is like, oh, it would be so nice to be close enough to feel Leo's touch. I feel as if this character, somebody's in love with this Leo. This still feels like they know they need to date the Leo, but they're willing to do an awful lot of serious stuff. I mean, this could be somebody who's ready to move to be nearer the Leo. This is somebody who's ready to make their move, but it could be that they're ready to travel quite a distance. There's something here about they think that Leo's light is a great draw for them. Um, they may want to take a bath with Leo. Sorry. I'm like, how do I say this delicately? That's it. I mean, there isn't any other way for me to say it. They're laying right here by this pond, by this pool, going, like, I just want this luxurious. Maybe they want to get in the hot tub or something. They just want this peaceful, wonderful time. Because I think that Leo lifts their spirits, or they imagine that Leo, I feel like they know that Leo would lift their spirits because they've already had this aspect of Leo's energy in their life somewhere in the past. We got a Knight of Swords, got the Nine of Pentacles. They know Leo's not coming toward them. They may not know that Leo could technically still be keeping tabs. Leo's wearing a mask here, and they've got like the messenger pigeon or falcon, almost like, I'm wondering if at some point they had communication with Leo and it hasn't happened in a long time, and they know, I have to go talk to the Leo. The Leo's not going to be sending a message to me. And it's something about this is they're in a, I don't want to say a bit of a panic. They keep showing up as knights, and knights are action takers. They're driven. They're the ones that are going to do the adventure. They're going to take off and just suddenly say, I got to go do this. They're motivated by all the right things. They want to communicate, and they have emotion, and they know they've got a one-track mind to get to Leo. They also know Leo won't be communicating to them. Leo's in a really good place. They may dress really nice. They may be a business owner. They may have plenty of money. They also may feel that the Leo doesn't look back at them. This could be a situation where instead of looking any further into whatever happened, the Leo is done dealing with this. I wonder if the fact that they know Leo's not sending any messages, but they also know that Leo's world has blossomed, their business has expanded, their success, their maturity. I feel like if this Leo is someone that they haven't seen in a little while, I think that the Leo has aged, and they're one of those people that looks even better with age. Like they get more like defined features, and it just the Leo looks hotter the older they get. Maturity and success looks good on them. They may dress really well. They may have a particular confidence. I'm going to say that there's a sophistication to this Leo, maybe an elegance to them. This character can see it. They may know that the Leo doesn't see it in themselves. Maybe the Leo's not even that into, staring in the mirror too often. In fact, this Leo may actually not like the way they look, which is ironic because this Leo is extremely attractive and getting more attractive by the day. Not just because they're successful, but because there's something about, like, I wonder if this Leo was an old soul. So maybe they always thought, I know, I never quite looked my age. I always, I felt older than the other kids. I was never I never had hot girl summer or hot guy summer. But those kind of like moments, when people are like, oh gosh, when I was 17, if only I could go back and be 17. This character is probably like, I already looked like a mature man or woman when I was 17. I didn't have the hot girl phase, the hot guy phase. I didn't have that. I had the mature phase. Well, guess what? Turns out just like fine wine, that's way sexier. And this age bracket for our character is, in particular, they may now look way younger than their years. This could be somebody who's 50, 60 years old and they look 30. But there's a level of, I'll say, true confidence and professionalism, even if when it comes to their looks, they may go, oh, I never had looks. And it's like, no, they do, but they were basically not in vogue during their younger years. So they felt like, oh, I know, I'm just not attractive. No, that wasn't true. They were very attractive, but their old soul energy has just now caught up to their chronological age. But now it turns out their features are actually really youthful, probably always were, but they didn't carry themselves like a young, naive, or maybe even like a wildly flirtatious individual. So they could have gotten overlooked. And so this Leo may not have any big, massive attention that they place upon their looks. They're like, look, that's not where my claim to fame is. Big deal. Don't care. I don't spend a lot of time in front of a mirror. And it's like, oh my God, this Leo has so much natural beauty, natural attractiveness. It's a good thing that they don't. It's a good thing that they don't spend a lot of time in the mirror, because the way they are is absolutely gorgeous. They may not wear any makeup at all if they're a woman. They may not be very trendy or anything if they're a man, and yet they are super attractive. But they don't know it. This is the person whose hotness has actually like increased by about 10,000%, and they still don't know it because they never really saw it in themselves when they were younger. They're not hung up on looks. They've long ago said, oh, it doesn't matter. It's not really what I'm all about. That's fine. And it's funny how it really doesn't bother them. Again, another thing that makes them very, very, very attractive. It's just interesting how they don't chase, they don't pursue. This Leo's not after anyone. And whoever this character is who is all hot to trot to try to get with Leo, I do want to ask, what is it that they really want from the Leo? A fool. They want a new start. This person may want to move in with the Leo. They may want to leave wherever they were and come and just be in Leo's world. This is where they want to be. They want to heal things with the Leo, and they want the Leo to choose them 100%. They want the Leo to say, yes, welcome back into my life. Yes, we'll heal stuff. Yes, we'll get stuff back on track. 100%, I'm in. They want a sure thing with Leo. Why? Why do they want such a sure thing with Leo? We can see that Leo has a lot to offer. Oh, well, we do have the Wheel of Fortune, which is not a bad card at all. It doesn't look like they're an opportunist who's like, well, see, I'm getting older and Leo still looks really young. And in fact, God, they look hotter than ever. And they're so, well put together that they're super attractive to me now. That's not what it is. They genuinely feel like everything has shifted for this situation and themselves to actually be perfectly harmoniously balanced, to really have this work out right now at this moment in time. I need to see, though, why didn't it work out before? Why didn't this happen before? Because this person has so much emotion. They want this. We got soulmates and we got the emperor. So a six of cups and our emperor. And you notice that our emperor had to bust out. They had to change. They had to go from being the illusion of an emperor, which would be the marble statue, and become the real flesh and blood emperor that's actually present. I almost feel like maybe Leo and this person met at the wrong time. They knew maybe what they wanted to have with Leo, but it was, I mean, obviously now is the right time, but it wasn't the right time in the past. I'm going to wager to bet it's because either that statue aspect meant they couldn't move toward the Leo in the past, and now they can. There was some kind of like, almost like a promise that they made. It was always like, someday I'm coming back for my Leo. Did Leo know this? Because right now I can't figure out. I mean, they know Leo will never reach out to them, but they have had this plan all along of coming back to Leo someday. Did Leo know this? Leo said, bull. Seven of swords, bull. Don't believe it. 8 of cups. I'm moving my own way. Death card. It's over. So Leo says they were not even a truthful person. It's a lie. There's no reason. I'd be lying to myself if I were to say, oh, I'm sure that they're coming back. No, they're not. It's over. It was over. So Leo was very convinced that this was done. Done deal. No more. Why? Why did Leo think that? Oh, wow. 3 of cups and the Gemini card of the lovers. Why? Because they picked somebody other than me. They found someone instead of me. Is that true? I don't see how that could be true. Oh, but we do have an empress. They were already married. That's why they were an emperor but couldn't go anywhere. Because they were an emperor and an empress. Sorry, please remember, these are fictional stories about fictional characters. Do not think that I'm telling you someone that you care about was actually married. I promise you, I'm not a psychic. I don't have that gift. I have the gift of storytelling. So we watch these characters play stuff out. But then, of course, these aren't our stories. They're the fictional world stories. But we can entertain the idea of like, okay, how would I have done things different? And I hope that's the way everybody always sees my art. It's way more empowering that way also. It just reminds us that we get to play things out differently. So for whatever reason, they were in a connection with someone else. Then with the temperance energy here, tell me about that. We've got a 4 of wands. We've got the 8 of pentacles. It almost feels like, I don't know what the condition of their situation was, but it feels like then they meet this Leo and there's something about this Leo that is almost like magic. Leo's got the magic touch. They know that Leo's their 4 of wands. So they're in a connection, but Leo's their 4 of wands. It's something that they have to work toward. All of this keeps saying that somehow, some way, Leo is this very special individual, this very special person in their life that they would want to be with, but they have to work toward that. So the Leo knew. The Leo said there was somebody else, but I don't know if it was that they had started something with Leo. I mean, the fact that the liar card was here, I'm going to say that they maybe weren't transparent with the Leo in the beginning. Did they tell the Leo? Did they know? Six of Pentacles, but a page. They told a version of the truth to the Leo. They might have said that they still have financial ties with an ex. They might have said that they owned a home together with an ex, maybe because of a child. They were still, financially involved. And they may have downplayed the level of that connection, because this is still equal give and take. And because we have the bird's nest, I would say it was about a home, and it might have been a home for a child, but it could have also been they downplayed it. They gave a miniaturized version of, no, I'm full-blown married. I'm not just co-parenting. I actually live in the home, and for all intents and purposes, everybody who sees us thinks that we're a happy family. That's very vastly different. For Leo to say they're a liar. They had somebody else, someone else that they loved, that they wanted to be with. It may be because if they gave a version of this, or maybe it was still just the way Leo heard it. The Leo was like, wait a second, if you're not single, then you're with somebody. So there's no in between. You're single or you aren't. You live by yourself and you co-parent and, share the child and pay for things, or you live at home with your partner, in which case you're not single. I think that if Leo had to pin somebody down to make them be straightforward, which is more what this feels like, that's where Leo goes, well, listen, the difference between you told me the truth or you didn't tell me the truth because you omitted it, that means it's a lie. Telling me the truth is one thing. Not telling me the truth means lie. There is no in between. You don't get to whitewash it and say it, comes out differently. I really think that the Leo was not having any of this. And I think that they tried to tell a version of something, and it was not the true version of it. It was a lie. There. We'll just stick with that. I'm on Leo's side on this one. I would say that's why I would look at it also, because if the shoe was on the other foot, well, I have a child and I'm, financially responsible. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I live in the house, that we, go to family functions as a family, that nobody knows that I've met Leo, and I'm not going to admit that I have, because, well, the family still thinks that we're all together. If that were twisted around the other way, how would that person have felt about it? They would have felt like, oh, Leo's a big fat liar, liar, pants on fire. So I'm going to say that their story, whatever they told Leo, was not 100%. So why is it that now they're able to come forward? And we see them obviously breaking out. So we have the Judgment in the reverse, and we have the Ace of Wands upright. Part of this is, yes, they love the Leo. The timing is finally right. Maybe if they were still in it for the child or whatever it was, that has come to a close, because they're breaking out. They're changing. They're breaking away from, so maybe that relationship is disintegrating, perhaps, and they know that it's not going to be reconciled. It finally is truly over. And now they've got just their eyes on passion. And when they think of passion, they think of Leo. So that's why this character is headed forward. They are more passion driven. They want the Leo's touch. They want to take a hot tub with the Leo. They want to be in Leo's world. They want passion with the Leo. Do they want anything else with the Leo? Because right now I'm kind of like, Queen of Swords in the reverse, Page of Pentacles upright. They're hoping that they can get beyond whatever anger Leo has at them and make Leo, it's like they want to face the Leo, let Leo say whatever if they're mad at them, and then they want to, they believe that they can cuddle the Leo out of this and start fresh with the Leo and be like, I know, I'm sorry. Let me offer you this apology. Let me put my arms around you, and now I'm here. And now let's manifest something. So this person, all I can say in this story is they have every intention of trying to win the Leo back over. That is the plan, but they are primarily coming in first and foremost for passion. But I'm not a big fan of this story at all. I got to be honest. It kind of looks like they're still just determined that they're going to get what they want out of all of this, even though, who can blame them? They want the Leo. All right, you guys, thank you for hanging out with me. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for giving a thumbs up and subscribing.